Well, today we're going to be looking at health and safety. Who does the buck really stop with when something goes wrong? The directors or the employees? When it comes to matters of health and safety, employees often assume that all the liability lies with the company directors. But as we'll discuss in a moment, this couldn't be further from the truth. But what should you tell them? Well, directors should know how to deal with health and safety duties and responsibilities accordingly. As well as this, you should know that in the event of a site visit, or in the case of a breach of health and safety, an officer will want to speak to you directly as an officer of the company.
This means that some employees take the blasé attitude that anything that goes wrong doesn't concern them and that it falls directly on the company. However, if something is wrong, the authorities will want to speak to them just as much as the directors themselves, and could be held just as accountable, or in some cases even more so. Depending on the circumstances, an employee can be held accountable and fined, or even face a stretch inside. This was highlighted in a recent case. So what happened? An employee in a UK care home was left in charge one evening. The fire alarm sounded and was then silenced by this employee. An hour later, a fire was discovered in one of the residents' rooms. As the employee was in charge, they had responsibility for the health and safety of staff and residents, as well as evacuating the premises in the event of a fire. The result was a conviction and fine of £500. Now I bet you're thinking that the fine wasn't much, but it is unlikely that that will be the end of it.
Our top tip for today then is to remind your staff that even though company directors have ultimate responsibility, they are accountable for their own actions in the workplace. If they fall below the required standard, they will feel the full weight of the law and be punished accordingly.